Yo, what up guys, beside the here. Happy new month. It's the month of March and we are starting it off with a new legendary champion, new fusion that you can obtain in this month of March. That's right here, the champion on the screen. You've already had some rumors about him coming into the game through their Raid Shadow Legends Facebook, where they posted some teaser information. Now in this video I want to show you what this champion is all about, his skills, his abilities, and how you can get him, how the fusion will look like. No calendar yet, but at least we'll know from his skills and abilities to tell whether this is one that we want to go for or not. Right off the bat, I'll tell you this is not an old school fusion and it's not a fragment fusion. It's a mixture of both of them. You know, one of those old ones where you still have to obtain epics through fragments. Yes, the epic champions will be in the fragment portal, and then when you get the epic champion, you still need to take them to 50 and fuse this champion through an old school fusion method. So that's one of these ones where some newer players coming into the game can get the epics. Brand new epics. Obviously, Raid always releases new epics for these champions. But let's look at the skills and see whether it's even going to be worth it. We don't know the epics champions yet. I'm sure within the week they'll announce the news. I'll tell you right now from the information that I'm getting that this fusion will start on the 7th of March. The fusion for this champion will start on the 7th of March. So by the time we talk about his skills, you know whether you want to start saving now, start saving resources, shards and everything, and see whether it's going to be easy for you. All right, before I go into his skills and abilities, I want to read out what Raid thinks about this champion in their own words, what they have to say about this champion. They say the arena is definitely Armanz's place to shine, so they are expecting him to be like a PvP champion. They say his skill set is designed to fully control the enemy's team, so that's like a CC champion. We have a lot of them in Raid. And they say he comes pretty with nice tricks down his sleeves, stealing turn meter, decreasing skills cooldown, stripping buffs and all while boosting his own turn meter. Armanz is a real menace. So that's what Raid have to say about him. They are touting him out to be a PvP champion, like somebody who will need a lot of accuracy to decrease enemy skill cooldown and strip their buffs. So already we can tell that this is nothing new to Raid, but what is going to make him special, let me find out when I switch over to this champions page right here. As for his champion design, he does look like, which faction will you say this is from? Just like the champion design, I say this is normal. He's a human, so barbarian. He does look like a desert dweller, kind of. I can't tell. Definitely not a sacred order, definitely not a high elves, but it does look like, I'll say barbarian, definitely not a bannerlord either, but that's my guess right here. Let me switch over and see what Raid says about this champion. I mean, his full champion skills, and see whether it's going to be worth it. I was right, barbarian right here. This is the first time I'm seeing this. This is the first time I'm seeing his skills. I just wanted to record it and tell you guys what I will be doing on my main account. I go for every fusion because that account is 4 years old. I have the resources. On the Noob to Pro, Barbarian faction is already beating half Chronam and his partner right here, so I will not be going for this champion on the Noob to Pro series. What about the free to play 2024 account? Well, that account is almost 1 month to the end of the series, so also on that account I will not be going for this fusion, whether it's good or not. So that's my my decision I've already made, because this champion is not going to help that Noob to Pro faction was. This champion is also not going to be useful for the ending of the 2024 free-to-play series. So on my main account, I'm definitely getting whether they make it too hard or not. All right, so on his A1, he has a 35% chance of increasing the cooldown of a random active skill by 2 turns. We've seen this A1 type of skill on a lot of champions in Raid. I can already think of Sinesha, right? She has something similar that can increase the cooldown of ally and the enemy skill by how many turns, I don't know, but his own is when booked up to a 45, how many percent chance? That's a high chance. 55% chance of decreasing the enemy's skill. One skill though, not all of them. Fills the turn meter by 10% for each turn added to the cooldown. So he's going to fill his turn meter by what? By 20%. I think so. Yeah, up to 20% if it happens in battle. On the A, that's not a useless A1. That's a useful A1 for PvP. Now for PvE content, it can lock out some enemies and make them use their A1s, but it's not like the ultimate way to keep enemies controlled. On the A2, this champion will attack all enemies, steals the turn meter of each target except enemies under ship. So it's gonna steal the turn meter of all the enemies. steals all the turn meter of each target. By how many percent? Is it going to remove all their turn meter? Also places stun debuff for 1 turn on all enemies under a ship debuff. What is it with sheep? I guess he's a barbarian. I don't get it. He steals the turn meter of all enemies. Steals all the turn meter of each target. He's not just removing the turn meter and just chilling. He's gonna steal it. That means if he takes turn meter of all of them, does that mean he gets an instant turn? Like Geomancer does. When Geomancer steals turn meter from one person, he just almost gets an instant turn. That's what this feels like. This automatically might make him take another turn. We'll see it when we test it out. But I don't get the synergy with sheep. I guess as we read his skills further, we'll understand why he's trying to do something with sheep. But he will not steal turn meter of enemies that are under sheep, but he will place stun on the ships. Why are you placing stun on ships? They are already not doing anything in the battle for PvP at least. So why are they being stunned? I don't get why sheep are being stunned. Places a stun debuff for 1 turn on all enemies not under a ship. Okay, now I read it. Not under a ship debuff. Now I get it. So if he steals your turn meter and then you're just chilling right here, he will just, stun you. All right. Now I get it. So for enemies, what about enemies who cannot have their turn meter decreased, maybe due to resistance? Will they be automatically having a stun? I don't think so. This stun will, he did not say cannot be resisted. So definitely we'll still need accuracy for that to happen. If it doesn't land the turn meter decrease, the stun will still not be landed on enemies who have high resist. So that's a normal AoE stun for me. I think so. That's a normal AoE stun. Turn meter steal and AoE stun. That's what it feels like. Turn meter steal, AoE stun. But I don't know. It doesn't say 100%. It says all their turn meter. I guess we'll have to watch out for this skill right here. Imagine getting stunned for 1 turn and then your turn meter is back to 0. That almost feels like a 2-turn stun if you ask me, for Arena at least. All right, next skill right here is the A3. What does it do? For my next trick, he's like a magician. He places a ship debuff on an enemy for 1 turn. So this ship is not coming from his blessing now. Ship is beginning to come from a skill. I think there are a few champions who have ship debuff on their skills right now in raid, and he's going to be adding to that number. And then has a 75% chance of removing all buff from all enemies. He ships 1 person, removes all buffs from all enemies. Fills this champion's turn meter by 5% for each buff removed. Ship 1 person, cleanse all the buffs from all the other enemies. But obviously this cannot cleanse buffs that cannot be removed, and that's usually the type of buffs these days we see in the arena. When you see people put buffs on themselves, it's usually protected buffs, right? From a Sifi or from a Duchess or somebody that crazy. So I don't think this is a special skill on this A3, but it's on a 3-turn cooldown, 100% chance of removing all buffs. He probably gonna get shipped when he's trying to do this though. But anyways, that's not impressive at all. Master the Ceremonies is a passive that whenever a ship debuff is removed or expires on an enemy, increases the cooldown of a random active skill on the enemy to its max. So he's really trying to annoy the enemies not to use their big nukes. Either he's shipping them or he's decreasing the cooldown of their skills. Fills this champion's turn meter by 10% for each turn added to the cooldown. So he's trying to get back to his skills immediately by filling his turn meter with almost all his skills fills his turn meter. If there are multiple champions, increase ally speed in arena by 28%. Now that's special. I did not think that the aura would impress me more than these other skills I just read out. The aura is even more impressive than any of these skills. Well, that's debatable, but you get what I mean. Usually, a lot of people are using their Deacon with his 19% and all those other champions. Even an Arbiter, people don't prefer it to. Well, speed is not the best way to go, but this is just going to be one of those champions you need maybe for tag team arena if you want to be going first. He needs to go fast. That's why he has a lot of turn meter feeling going on for him. What do I give this champion an overall rating? His name is Armanz the Magnificent. I can tell you this champion is not magnificent. According to the skills I'm reading, he just specializes in the arena. And as a player of Raid who has not been so focused in the arena, I'm fine with my gold 5 mid-range. I've never ranked platinum. I don't think this is a champion that is going to help my account in any way. I'm fine with that, with my one-man weak defenses in the arena. But definitely for those players who are very competitive in the arena, for live arena, for tag team arena, this is going to be a champion that you want to add to your roster and see whether it's going to help you in this ship meta or something. I don't have any experience with high level competitive arenas, so that's why this champion is not impressing me. For those players who are very competitive in the arena, any new arena champion, they find a way to put him to the meta and throw their enemies off balance. So he's going to be one of those ones you want to experiment with. For me, I'll just get this champion. I don't think he's going to be worth my books. I already have a lot of arena champions built out. So when is he ever going to shine? I don't know. Maybe this new thing that is coming up with this new event that they also announced. If you're not interested in this fusion, maybe you'll be more interested in this other news that was announced also today. Maybe that's the second part that I wanted to hold out for you guys in this video. They said they are introducing a new type of boost. There's a new type of boost called Awakening Boost. So if you do not know what I'm talking about, if you head over to your game, normally when we go to this altar of souls, we are begging them to increase the rates, right, of us summoning good blessings from here. We ask for the wish list to be improved. They listen and they make it an 8x chance of getting these champions on your wish list. That's a good progress. But now we heard some rumors that they were actually going to do summoning boosts. Initially, when this soulstone summon was launched, altar of souls, we didn't seem like they're ever going to do it. But we knew that one day when we complain enough, they will do it. It's coming. Summoning boost or awakening boost for soul summonings is now coming to Raid, and it is for specific ranks. So whether you're looking for let me see now. Let me just read it. When awakening boost is active, your chances of getting souls of a specific rank from soul stones will be temporarily increased. Your chances of getting specific rank, by specific rank they are talking about this 5-star, 4-star. So if you want specific rank, it will be boosted. So it doesn't say it's going to increase your chances by 8x and more. No, it's not a 2x. It's saying when you do finally get that soul for a champion, like let's say this champion, your chances of getting a 1-star will be lower. Your chances of getting a 3-star, 4-star, 5-star maybe will be higher. That's what they're saying. It's not going to boost your chances of getting your wish list more than 8x where it is right now. It is going to boost your chances of getting a higher star rating, a higher star rank when you're getting this champion. So I guess that will reduce the amount of 1-stars we get from this our soulstone summoning. But let me understand that on next Thursday, March 5th, that's when they are planning to launch the first awakening boost event. So if you have soulstones, I have 100 right here for mortals, 4 for immortals, and 1 for eternal. If you have soulstones, mortal and immortal, this is what this boost will apply to. This boost will not apply to eternal soulstones. That's what they're saying. So on March 5th, they are planning to launch their first awakening boost for giving you a 2x chance of summoning 6-star perfect soul from mortal and immortal soulstones. So that's the news right here. I just wanted to really understand it and break it down to make sure I'm prepared for it. So if you've not been farming the Iron Twins Fortress, now that might be the time for you to go farm and try to stack up on mortal soulstones, farm and stack up on immortal soulstones any way you can get it. Waiting for that 2x summoning boost, what do you call it, awakening boost event for mortal soulstones and immortal soulstones. I think that's pretty clear. So if you're summoning on that day, your chances of getting a 6-star perfect soul will be increased by 2. So if you have specific champions you want for to be a 6-star, that's the time to add them right here. Even if maybe those champions are already in a 3-star or 4-star, you want them 6-star, Thursday, March 5th might be the day to do it. So please note that this boost applies to souls rank regardless of the rarity. So that means if you're summoning Mortal Soul Stones, instead of getting a 4-star trash like this, do I even have any rare? Let me just use this one as an example, right? I got a 6-star right here for this dude, this soul. It's going to boost your chances of getting that champion 6-star, whether it's a rare, epic, or legendary. So it's not going to say give you only 6-star legendaries or give you only 6-star epics. No, when you get a rare, it will also boost your chances of that rare being a 6-star. Like this, I have a 5-star for this soul right here. So that is what is coming right here to raid. I'm not sure whether this will be well received by the community or not, but I feel like it's better than nothing. So I'm gonna save all my Mortal Soul Stones and Immortal Soul Stones for that day. Hopefully they launch it in line with a tournament or an event to get points from summoning Soul Stones, and that gives us double points if we're getting some 6 stars that day. So watch out for that video on 5th of March. I'll be going in right here. But will this be enough for most players to now begin to go to this mythical mystic market and begin to do this? Is it enough to begin to use your Immortal Soul Stones to craft your essence to craft Immortal Soul Stones? I don't think so. I'm still gonna be using my essence to craft this what do you call this thing, soul essence. So I don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna still use this because it's so difficult to get these resources, and as I'm farming the souls, the Iron Twins fortress, I'm going immediately to craft this. That's why I see I don't even have any saved up, because I recently bought a soul for a champion yesterday. All right, that's all the updates I have for you guys. I just wanted to mix the 2 into 1 video and tell you what I think about the upcoming Fragment Fusion plus Old School Fusion. Remember, it's not going to be that easy. Keep some 4-star food saved up. It looks like this, but the epics are going to be obtained through the Fragment portal. So you'll be doing 4 new epics right here. Hopefully, if they're lucky enough, it's just 1 epic duplicated into 16. I think it's 16 4 4 4 4. Yeah, 16 champions, and I think it's gonna be 4 new ones. It won't be 1 new epic that they're gonna use for this champion. Let me know what you think about this new legendary fusion. If it's gonna be one that you want to go for, or you think is an easy skip for you. From what you saw, they clearly say he's an arena champion. Do you still want him anyway? Because even a champion is good for the arena. Some people might still be able to use him in some PvE content, maybe wave clearing or wave control, where he might be used for those who are not interested in PvP. All right, for me, I'm just gonna obtain him. This is not a fusion you can save. Obviously, once you get him, you must summon him before the event ends. And like I said, it's coming up on the March 7th, so you have an entire 1 week to begin to do a fusion prep, save all your resources. Which affinity is he? Well, we can always farm the potion keeps when we know about the epics that will be used to fuse him. So I'll talk about the fusion prep more when the calendar is released in 7 days. For now, we're just doing our normal activities and saving resources. Before I do end this video, well, I think I'll save that for a different video when we talk about the free-to-play account. I wanted to show you my progression in this Blade Master stuff, but for now, I just wanted to share this new piece of information that is coming: the March Fusion Champion and the new Soul Altar or Soul Summoning event that is coming up. This give you 2x chance of getting 6-star for these Mortal Soul Stones and Immortal. All right, please like, subscribe. I'm glad my PC is finally back. I'm back at the office and beginning to dish out videos on time.
You're late.
Like I was supposed to. Sorry for the last 2 days where I was kind of off and trying to do my best to put out content. Later, guys.